Hey y'all, welcome back to Liam's Tips and Tricks channel. Today I want to go over some tricks for getting through your weekly missions and daily activities as quickly as possible. One of the reasons you want to do it as quick as you can is because if you're going to basically go hardcore style, you want to be able to bust them out on all four of your characters. Kind of like I mentioned in the previous video on getting the most out of the game with your four characters. So that's what I'm going to do for you tonight. I'm going to try to go through as many of these as quickly as I can, and there's quite a bit of information to go over. So, first thing I suggest to do is when you initially start your weekly missions, go ahead and look through and see what you've got. In this case, we have 3 obtain gear, use gear, and enhancement. That's pretty easy after you obtain them. Essences, there's multiple ways to get those. Defeat monsters. These are really the ones that you want to watch out for, are the combat ones. All of the gear and essences, I'll show you real fast ways to get those. The battle ones tend to have a lot. When you have a lot of monsters like this, it takes a little bit more forethought and planning. So I will cross that when we get there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. First things first, obtain 9 gear. There's really 3 ways to do this. One, you can go ahead and sweep. Just sweep through 9 stages, like any 9 stages at least. You'll get 9 gear easy. You can do 3 raids, 3 or 4 raids, and that'll get it done. What I like to do is I often go fishing, as you can see by the multitudes of fish and shellfish and etc. And one of the things that you get are these chests. So now I'm going to go ahead and just use these, since I only need 9. There we go. So there's 1 done. Now, 13. Go back to your inventory. Alternatively, you can just buy gear in the shop. Oh, and of course you'll have times where you get maxed out, unfortunately, so you have to go ahead and use them real quick. If you do go ahead and buy them from the shop, I'm actually going to do it at least once here just to show. There we go. Okay, now I can get my 13 pieces. Here, I'll just go ahead and do that now. So, what you do is you go to the chest, go to gold. I've got one free to open right now. And now I'm just going to go ahead and buy 10. It's only 45,000 gold, but you really don't get very much out of this. As you can see here, it's all N's and D's, but it is one quick way to do it if you have the extra gold. I generally prefer doing it using the fishing chests, just because it's easier for me. There we go. Now we got another 9. Go back to the inventory. I will actually be going over a video dedicated to fishing. I've taken a lot of stats for fishing using classic baits, and in my opinion, that's one of the ways to get a lot of power over time, and you can do it while you sleep. It's really easy. There we go. There we go, and now we finally get to the enhancement, which once again is pretty easy. Since we've opened all of those gears, just automatically have bulk select set to D's and N's right now, and that's partially because I'm saving my C's. I upgrade them, I max them out, and then fuse them to get B's. And then I take the B's and fuse them into A's because I'm trying to get the rare gear. Okay, so the trick with the essence, you will see that I have quite a few stocked up here of the guild essence chests. It only takes one, and that weekly quest is done. Another way to do essence quests is you can just go to your character. It really only takes like 1 or 2 sweeps, and at most, and any of the essence quests are done. But I prefer to keep my clear tickets for quests like this, where you have to clear adventure stages quickly. So now, this is a more difficult one. We have to defeat 240 or more monsters. So what I like to do is whenever you have anything over 200, go ahead and just hit a gold dungeon. And if you can max it out, then that's 200 right there. I'm going to go ahead and do step 4, even though I can clear step 5 easily, because I'm going to be making a subsequent video on how to get gold. And I'm getting information on each gold dungeon, like how much you actually get from each gold dungeon for 3-starring. So I'm going to try to bust this out here. There are also tricks, like if you're not high enough power to just mow through all 6 of the gold dungeons, you can actually do rage skills. And I'm going to go over that in the gold video also. Rage skills will actually give you a little bit more time. It does stop the clock. It stops the countdown of the clock for the dungeon, but it doesn't, when you're doing rage skills, it doesn't stop your cooldown timers on your skills. So as you're doing rage skills, your timers still count down here. Like, I will go ahead and show that just really quick since I'm in the middle of this. That one, my second skill had 7 seconds. And there we go, the skill's back. There we go. So there's 200 down. And for other ways to get kills quickly, since I have to do a duo dungeon anyway, if you're really pressed for time, just do a duo dungeon level 1, create your own party, and begin battle. And you should, unless you get the duo dungeon that forces you to fight 4 or 5 bosses, 4 bosses in a row, you should easily be able to get the 40 kills. Or, well, I need 40 kills, but you should easily get 40 or 50 kills out of it. We'll just mow through this here real quick. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't actually farm Duo Dungeon 1, because the chests really aren't that great. You're better off going for, depending on your power level, I mean, even higher powered level folks, like in the 3 and 4 million power, you're probably better off just farming Duo Dungeon number 5. Because if you're strong enough, then it's easy to solo, you get the most kills, and you get the best chests out of it. Both the number of clear chests, number of kill chests, and the chests just from doing the objectives and bonus objectives. other side notes about Duo Dungeon, the amount of kills that you get the extra bonus reward chests, the weapon and armor chests. Those are actually a total of both you and your partner if you go with somebody. But the kills that you score for your cold-hearted slaughterer are only the ones that you physically kill yourself. So that's why I often solo it when I'm just going for the monster kills. There we go, so that one's done. And luckily we're back to getting gear. And the other reason I went ahead and did Duo Dungeon right now was because I also have to do it for my daily quests as well. There we go. And as I said, this will be a little bit of a lengthy video because I'm trying to do this all right now with you. Basically trying to show you in real time how long it takes and how fast you can do it if you're relatively focused. I'm actually going a little bit slower because I am talking. Okay, the combos. There's pretty much only one way to get combos. There's several different stages that you can choose from in order to get combos. You can also do it in Infinity Tower if you want. At the hardest floor that you can get, you can use a smaller weapon to lower the power of your hits. That'll also make it easier because things won't die as quickly. The stages that I prefer to do as of now on all of my characters are basically stage 19-7 has one of the best runs of monsters. Has multiple targeted monsters that you can combo off of pretty easily, as you'll see here in just a second. And 46, I'm not sure if that was good enough. There's actually a second and third opportunity that should net more attacks here. There we go. 53, that'll be plenty to get there. When you're doing this, you do have to finish the stage out, though, just a heads up. But if you're doing the Infinity Tower stage, then, I mean, you can, as long as you get the combo done, you can basically just die if that level's too hard. But one way or another, whatever you're working on does have to be completed. There we go. And now boss. You basically want to pick a stage that's not too terribly difficult for you to finish, but has enough monsters that you can get your combo. The hardest character to get the combo with is the Berserker. The Berserker tends to, for whatever reason, in the middle of the combo, he'll just stop it. It's like he just stops the combo like he's forgetting what he's doing. I'm not sure what happened with the coding there, but with all of the other characters, the combos tend to keep going and going and going. The easiest one is actually the assassin here, just because of how fast she attacks and how light her attacks are. There we go, 46 essence. And that's done. So obviously we're already more than halfway through. There's 10. And that actually finishes one of your daily activities, just getting 10 of your weekly quests done. The weekly quests are actually vital for getting gems when you do it on all your characters. So this one I have 160 kills that I need. I'm going to go ahead and do step 4 again, just because it's fast. There we go. So obviously, 200 kills more than 160, and so this will be no problem. It should be over relatively quickly. One of the things I have noticed with the gold dungeons is that the first 50 kills tend to be the slowest. After you manage to kill the first 50, then they come a whole lot faster. Let me go ahead and do a couple rage skills. I wanted to show you that trick again with the rage skills. Okay. So all of my skills have large cooldown timers, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. So I've just done 3. There we go. Dropped 5 seconds off of my skill time, but didn't touch the overall time of the dungeon. So the reason that's useful, I'm actually going to do it again later on in my gold video, but you use that for gold dungeons that are higher power, that are like difficult for you. You can even do it in Infinity Tower, but you generally want to save your rage for the boss at the end for Infinity Tower. There we go. So that one's done. Got another 160 monsters, and now I will show you one of my other suggestions. If you just want to bust out monsters quickly, you don't have a lot of time, and you don't really care about the rewards, go to stage 6, way back, and do stage 6-9. This stage actually gives you about, it'll give you almost 60 kills per run through. And since it's such low level, you can just basically mow right through it. It takes about, anywhere from a minute to a minute and 15 seconds, depending on how fast your character goes through. There we go. Let's see. So it does take a little bit of time, like, no matter what. I mean, I'm going relatively quickly. I'm not completely 100% focused on just busting these out, but I just wanted to give everybody some ideas on how to make this go a little faster. As usual with any game that you play, the amount of time that you can devote to it determines how well you do at it. There we go. So now we'll see just how many kills I got out of that. There we go, 56. So basically I only need to do that 2 more times, and that's done. And then for clearing adventure stages, I will go ahead and just use clear tickets on it. Back to the essence chest, since I would need 56 to complete that one. I currently have on hand some giant essence chests somewhere. Oh no, I I forgot I accidentally used them. So what I would do in that case, since it's over 50 and the guild essence chest gives you 50, just use 2 of them. Just use 2 of them and it's done. Receiving and sending wishes to all your friends, that completes another daily activity. Let's see. Always in your guild, make sure that you attend and donate. I mean, even if you just donate gold, donate gems if you can, just to build your guild some. And you can do it with your alts. If your guild is small enough that it allows your alts in, then that's one way to help out building your guild, is just on your alt by donating. Alright, let's see here. So obviously I need to clear 10 adventure stages for this particular daily quest. So what I always do when I'm clearing, just trying to clear stages, is I will either go to the highest one that I've completed to get the most out of it, or I will go to my character screen, see which essences I need, and I will go directly to that stage. There's that. Daily dungeon. Always do the highest one that you know you can complete. And daily dungeon is really fast. I mean, it only takes a few seconds. No real tricks to it. There we go. So because the other weekly quests will take a little bit more time and will be repetitive, I'm going to go ahead and hold off so I don't bore you with the rest of the video of just doing that. But I want to go ahead and go through these real quick. Okay, so raid. You have a couple of options when you're doing raid, depending on your power level. If you're strong enough and can solo it quickly, I would say just go ahead and hit level 3 Gigantus and just bust it out solo. But if you're not quite strong enough to take it out, go ahead and just quick join. So this should just take a few seconds here. Oh, except of course I miss with my ultimate skill. So that's going to make it take a little longer. That was brilliant. Alright. You know what they say, stuff happens. There we go. Obviously, if you have the time to devote, I would definitely go ahead and do all of your raids and all of your duo dungeons, because the rewards are worth it if you have the time. I mean, even if you just repeatedly, with the raids, even if you just do the four of the easy ones like that, the fast ones, then, you know, it's worth it. Because, I mean, it literally took, what, 15, 20 seconds there? And you can, I mean, if you can do that 4 times, it's like barely 2 minutes. Okay, that's one of those glitches I don't get. I'm trying to do a ranked match, and it tells me my inventory is full. I don't know why that matters for ranked match, since I'm not getting any free gear off of it like I would out of a stage. But okay, we will go ahead and get rid of some gear so we can actually do a ranked match. one quick thing with rank match, if you can, what I like to do is I like to run up to my enemy opponent and block immediately, so you get a counter off, and then you can get a nice combo in, just like that. And he's already more than half dead. And run away. And pretty much just dodge around. There we go. Counter again. Dodge. Since you're basically just fighting the artificial intelligence, you're fighting against the computer, it basically has a set strategy that it works. And once you figure that strategy out for each of the character types, you can beat it, even if they're significantly higher power than you. There we go. Rank match done. So, my last, obviously I'm not going to wait 48 minutes to get the gear. So what I'll do is, I normally, me personally, I know that lots of people love doing dual PvP and team PvP, but to be honest, like as far as duels go, I'm really not all that great at it. I kind of stink at doing duels. I do significantly better on team PvP, but since my main characters are both above 3.5 million power, I tend to wait forever to get a match, and I'm not the type who likes sitting around doing nothing for 15 minutes while waiting for it to give us a match. I'm just gonna let this person just kill me. So to be honest, I don't even bother doing team PvP or even duels at all on my other two mains, unless I absolutely have to, like say for a guild quest or under certain circumstances when I'm doing the daily quests and I just need the extra points to finish it and get the 100 gems at the end. Like, that's what I'm doing right now with Dramara here. Although I do participate in guild versus guild all the time, because I find that truly enjoyable, being able to go in a 3-man team with my friends and just fight together. I love doing that. Alright, so I'm going to leave this off here, but obviously all you need to do is go to Infinity Tower, instant clear, and that part's done, and then I have plenty enough to get that 100 gems. So that's how you bust through and just bust out all of your daily and weekly quests as quickly as possible. As I said, it will actually take me another maybe 10-15 minutes to get through the rest of these kills. You do also have the option of hitting this refresh mission button. When you do that, if you're really crunched for time and you just want to switch those quests, it changes the quest at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and do it right now just to see what I get. There you go. So it changes the quest type. And one of the good things about it is that under no circumstances will it lower the grade of the quests. So, but it has a chance of, quite obviously, of raising the grade of the quests, making them even more valuable. That will give you significantly more XP and gold out of it. In fact, I think I can go ahead and finish these right now even. So if you're really crunched for time, that is another option there. There we go. So now enhance. Unfortunately, I don't have very much to work with there, so I guess we're going to have to do accessories. Alright. And we are almost done. There we go. There's 13. Obviously, as the grade increases, they do tend to get a little bit more difficult. Alright. There we go. The last quest. And what is our last one? 240 monsters. Okay, once again, we're going to go ahead and just leave it off right there. It will take me about 5 minutes or so to get through, well, maybe 5 to 10 minutes to get through those 240 monsters on that stage that I suggested. 6-9. And there you go. Well, I hope at least some of this helped you out. I know I did throw out a lot of information, but as usual, if you have any questions, need any clarification, want me to cover something more in depth, go ahead and just leave me a comment below. Give me a like, subscribe, share, whatever you wish. And just thank you for watching, and happy hunting, and I hope you all have a wonderful night.